Let's go.
My boy is just all around excellent.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Get us underway. That was Skylar Cole singing the Star-Spangled Banner. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. You look at Minnesota, they've been outstanding halfway through this season, looking cohesive and playing for one another.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's MP in at the 1. And for Detroit, down low it's going to be Harris and Duren. Tim Hardaway is out there with Kate Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randle assertive and able to find the finish.
Thompson outside. Harris finds Hardaway. Cunningham on the wing. Count that one.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And this squad has managed the unthinkable, stringing together 34 straight wins and eager to add number 35 tonight. To say they're on a heater is an understatement.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
Harris misses.
When you need to double clutch to get the shot off, you know the probability is low.
MP, the pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Cunningham against MP. Cunningham. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, let's honor a player who set the bar high last month. Our player of the month for the West, MP.
Whoa, he's been practically automatic from the arc, and that confidence from deep range has kept him and his teammates really fired up lately.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Thompson outside. Duren with a screen on McDaniels. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Minnesota on D. Hardaway finds Thompson. Duren with it. Shoots from the right block. It's blocked by Gobert.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Randall, good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Now here's Harris. We saw him with 19 his last time out. McDaniels against Cunningham. And that one's good.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Cunningham against MP. Now Cunningham. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Shot clock at 6. And here's Minnesota now. They've outscored him 16-2, not slowing down. Here's Randall. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And with just about half the season in the books, checking in on the top rookies, starting to establish themselves as legit NBA talent. You look at MP, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award. This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
The 3 is up. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. MP's got 6 points.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Out to Thompson. Hardaway with a screen on McDaniels. Thompson fires from way outside. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's MP. What a tremendous game he played against Boston.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Harris on the wing. Outside Hardaway. There's the three. Buries it from three.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
And here's MP from outside. Duren with the rebound. Pistons trail by 20. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Duren. Thompson outside. Over Edwards. Thompson, no good. Minnesota has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. And here's MP from outside. Rebound Detroit. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
Hardaway, no good. Minnesota leading by 20. From deep, MP. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Detroit has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He added 61 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Edwards gets the bucket.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Duren. Hardaway with it. Guarded by Edwards. Harris against Randall. Harris misses.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
And the basket by Edwards.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Edwards has got it going from three-point range. He's drained all 4 attempts. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Harris outside to end the run. Drops in the 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And the Pistons shooting just 21% in the first quarter. Hardaway, the pass to Thompson. Duren with it. Still without a bucket. Hardaway from outside. And it's MP with a rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Hardaway. Yes, it's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota. Over MP. And it's Cunningham missing. Inside. Here's Randall. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that. Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the three in transition.
And here's MP from outside. And they get it back. This one for three. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
MP's got half of his threes to fall so far. He's 4 of 8. Harris outside. Over Randall. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Harris has got 5 now.
And just an excellent jump shooter. You love how Harris has built out his game over the years.
Picked by Gobert. To the paint. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Detroit with the ball. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Harris. Beasley comes in for Hardaway. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for McDaniels. Here's Holland. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Schroeder passes to Duren. Duren, great positioning on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
1:02 left in the first quarter here. Nails it from 3.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Pass to Duren. Here's Beasley. Out to Thompson. They grab their own miss. Beasley with a screen on Edwards. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He remains scoreless on the quarter, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Reed for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
MP against Schroeder. Over MP. Schroeder can't get it to go. Outside Edwards. Now here's MP. Back to Edwards. From deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 17. And so it's Minnesota. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And their 3-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves. What do you think, guys?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got Holland. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. MP, that one's good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
The Pistons shooting only 23% so far. Schroeder against MP. Schroeder passes to Thompson. DiVincenzo against Beasley.
I got yours.
Pass to Holland. Clock at 4. Pulls up at the elbow. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to DiVincenzo. The 3. Knocks down the long J.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Schroeder against MP. Here's Beasley. from behind the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Now here's Schroeder. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Holland. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Beasley finds Schroeder. Looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup. Schroeder's got his first points in this one.
Instant offense. Dennis Schroeder can fire up his team with that pretty dribble drive.
On the wing, MP. Covered by Schroeder. Randle. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Beasley. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Now here's Schroeder, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Takes the three. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-2 run here. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Reed. It's McDaniels on the wing. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Holland, defended by Gobert. Now Beasley. Drops in the layup for 2.
To me, that's Malik Beasley playing bigger than his size. This guy just keeps coming despite the contact.
Here's MP. He has 29 now. Outside McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to MP. McDaniels got 9 points.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Simone Fontecchio, a name some may struggle with, but as well as he's played, get to know it. Actually, his teammates nicknamed him Tech. He said, when I first got to the NBA, they started calling me that, and I was like, guys, I don't like it. No one's ever called me that. But then it stuck to me. Now I like it. Brian?
Yeah, now you have to like it. All right, great story, Allie. Now here's Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Beasley. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Thompson against McDaniels. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's MP from outside. Drains the triple. MP's got 35.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Fontecchio outside. To stop the run. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Alexander Walker. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Stolen by MP. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Here's Schroeder. And he can't get that one. Oh, great D that time from MP. Left side, Alexander Walker. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Yep, that one goes. Gobert's got 8.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Fontecchio. He's scoreless. Pass to Beasley. Here's Thompson. And again, no good by Detroit.
Some of it's good defense, and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard, and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Now here's Schroeder. On the wing, Thompson. And again, no good by Detroit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. Here's Fontecchio. Offensive board.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
From deep, MP. And another 3 from Minnesota.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here's Thompson for 3. It's not going to go for him.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
MP, the pass to McDaniels. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And Detroit is shooting just 21% from the floor. To get back on track, and he gets that one. Schroeder's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, I do like seeing Schroeder get to the mid-range because that shot's still an important one in today's NBA.
And here's MP. And he's got 41 now. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Schroeder. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. And here's MP from outside. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Beasley with a screen on MP. Schroeder passes to Beasley. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's MP. From downtown, and another 3 from Minnesota.
He's dropping the 3-ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
Schroeder against MP. And here's Beasley. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Beasley's got 5 now.
Well, he saw the pass coming, and Beasley was shot ready on the catch.
Now MP. Outside McDaniels for 3. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. And he lobs it up.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. 1:41 left to play in the first half of basketball. From deep, MP. Hits yet again. Wow!
His elite offensive play has made its mark here once again.
Now 2nd overall in career 50-point games. Fire up that GOAT conversation.
Certainly, Michael Jordan, the guy he's just passed, is dead center in that ongoing conversation around who is the best ever.
Now here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And the shot goes.
I love that kind of energy from Naz Reid. You don't give up on a play.
Pass to Holland.
Who's watching them?
Schroeder against MP.
Watch outside.
Thompson left side. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Coming into this, having notched to win against Boston in their last game.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
These are his first free throws of the game. Free throw good, Schroeder.
You know, I think
MP getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's simply on a different level tonight, piling up astronomical point totals in this game. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Detroit Pistons.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe two of me.
Now that is a scary sight. Two of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
that takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in at the point guard position. Here's Randle. Nails the baby hook. Randle's got 16 points now.
So guys, over the years, we've seen Randle become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
Harris outside. Duren up top. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Hardaway with a screen on McDaniels. Thompson's shot is off.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
The kick out to Edwards. Fires the 3. Yet another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Hardaway, the pass to Cunningham. Here's Harris. Pass to Thompson. Back to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
MP against Cunningham. And yes, another basket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Duren with a screen on Edwards. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly, and he's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
This game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Duren with a screen on Edwards. Hardaway from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly, and he's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes. Shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. It's Edwards on the wing. And another dime for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Pass to Duren. Back to Cunningham. Looking to get it going. And a strong finish with two hands.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
Now here's MP. To the inside. The kick out to Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
MP against Cunningham. Drives to the hoop, and it's Gobert with a rebound.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Randall finds Edwards. Pass to MP. And here's McDaniels. MP outside. 5 on the clock. Oh, connects again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Harris outside. Now Duren, defended by Gobert. Here's Thompson. And here's Harris outside. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Randall, good.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Cunningham. He has 6. Pass to Harris. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep, MP. Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Harris left side. Cunningham with the ball. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Hardaway, the pass to Cunningham. Duren with a screen on MP. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway. Cunningham's got 9 points. MP scanning the floor. Fires for three. And the three-pointer goes.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Cunningham against MP. Now here's Cunningham. The D's right on him. Banked it in off the glass. Cunningham's got 7 now in this quarter.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
From deep, MP. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game for the Pistons. Beasley's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Schroeder in for Cunningham. Pass to Harris. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, good work by MP noticing when someone else has a superior opportunity to score.
Schroeder passes to Duren. Harris outside. 4 on the clock. Duren with a screen on Randall. And here's Harris outside. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Beasley. Duren the screen. The 3. Beasley, that one's good. Beasley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When he's feeling it, Beasley a very reliable three-point option. You've got to get him off that arc.
MP way outside. From beyond the arc and then some.
All night. He just won't let up.
The Pistons shooting about 53% on the 3rd, a very good number. Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Beasley outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Edwards. An easy 2 on the layup. Edwards has got 16 points here in the second half.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now here's Harris. He's got 10. Back to Thompson. Shot from the top of the key. Beasley for 3. Randall pulls down the board. Beasley's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field. Pass to Shannon. Outside for Randall. Now MP. Clock at 6. Back to Randall. Shoots over Thompson. And it's Randall that time on the assist by MP. Randall's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
For the Pistons, Holland comes in for Tobias Harris, and Sasser subbed in for Thompson. And Minnesota with possession here. Randall finds Reed. Now here's MP. There's the triple. And good! There's another!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Pass to Holland.
Get outside, get outside.
Back to Sasser. It's Beasley on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And Minnesota with possession here. MP outside. Fires from deep. Good! Another from 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Beasley for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. MP's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. That one goes. Count it. Edwards got 35.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Inside. Duran, the pass to Beasley. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 11. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Randall. To the paint. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, nice finish from Naz Reid. That's the kind of play that can give your team a spark.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Pass to Sasser. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
MP already won me my fantasy league this year. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. Time to warm up. Get ready to rock. We know MP came ready to play.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And how about we check the numbers for Julius Randle?
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wells. And it's Edey in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's MP in at the point. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. Seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout, how would you qualify his performance in that regard?
Well, from what I've seen, and in my opinion, MP certainly accomplished that mission. He's exceeded expectations and barely looks like a rookie when he's on the floor. He is a top talent in his class. No arguing that.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Now here's Randle. 9-point game his last outing. Morant outside. Over MP. And another miss by Memphis. And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Pass to Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. To the left wing. It's Morant in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these slots. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
Here's Bane. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And here's Morant. Following the three-pointer by MP. Morant. Good defense by MP.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Yet another bucket.
An elite talent in just his rookie year. He's now third all-time for rookie point production.
And the ability he has shown to score is very uncommon to have right out of the gates. Morant against MP. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Outside, Payne. That three off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Here's Randall. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Morant. Morant with another miss.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Edwards passes to MP for three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Now we get a chance to check out MP. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, and 6 rebounds. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Now here's Morant. He has yet to score, and there it is for him.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Payne. The rebound by Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. MP, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Edey. Now here's Morant. Payne looking around. Jackson with it. Defended by Gobert. Just 3 to shoot. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Payne. Jackson's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies. The 3 from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 12 in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And Morant throws it down.
This is how athletic Morant is, a point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Pass to McDaniels. To the inside, Edwards. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Morant against MP. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
The 3 from MP. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Of course, Ja Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at the Timberwolves. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies. They have a lot of ground to make up. Ball's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Here's the lob to the hoop. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Timberwolves, #1. Second, the Grizzlies.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
5 to shoot. Pass to Edey. Jackson has the open look.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here's Bane. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. It's Morant in the corner. Lets it go from deep. MP grabs the miss. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and last year they had major trouble with these guys. I'm not sure how it happened, but they didn't win a single game against them.
Yeah, extremely embarrassing. I mean, a team that, by all rights, shouldn't have won a single game took them all. You know that's in their heads as they take the court tonight, for sure.
Now Jackson, following the three-point attempt by MP. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane so dangerous from out there.
And here's MP for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for McDaniels. And Memphis also making a switch. Aldama's checked in. And Aldama slams it in.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
The 3 from MP. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Outside, Bane. Morant looking around. This one for 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's MP for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. MP's got 18 points in the game.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Here's Aldama, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Here's Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last, nabbing another steal.
And whether on ball or in help, he's a constant threat to take the ball.
And of course to reach second in steals all time. What a disruptor defensively he has been and continues to be.
Yeah, Jason Kidd's looking over his shoulder, knowing his spot on this list is in serious jeopardy.
So it's the Grizzlies now. 19-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Hey, and you could say they probably were in control for 3 quarters of that game, but in that fourth quarter, man, they just fell apart. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Then for the Grizzlies, Huff's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Bane. So it's the Grizzlies now. Pippen kicks to Paul. 1:30 left in the first. Pass to Aldama. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves leading by 22. Three-pointer. MP again from deep. MP's got 27 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
That one good for 2.
Exceptional focus from the point guard. Paul is no stranger to having to outwork the defense.
DiVincenzo passes to Reed. The 3 from MP. No good. He's made 9 of 15, shooting an even 60%. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Paul got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Fires for 3.
And you can see they're struggling from the field.
But still early. I mean, they've just got to trust their offense and work to get stops.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo against Paul, and they double up Paul. Pass to Pippen. No one near him. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He got it up. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Timberwolves on top, running away with this one. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Pippen. Santi Aldama is out there with Jackson, and it's Chris Paul, and it's Huff in at the 5 down low.
Known as the Stifle Tower, Gobert's defense and rebounding are valuable to this team.
And the wide open shot from Paul, and the wing jumper offline.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. And it seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He ended up with 62 points, and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Now here's Paul. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Back to Reed. There's the triple. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 9th assist in the game now. Pippen outside. Pass to Jackson. Over Reed. Jackson misses.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Paul. And the rejection by MP.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
The defense has to understand the scouting report on MP. He can make you pay from deep.
Here's Eldama. McDaniels defending. They need this. And it's Paul missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Jackson passes to Paul. And there's the drive. And the rejection by MP. Takes a three. And another one.
Once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into third all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
For Minnesota, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now here's Paul. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Now here's Paul. Over MP. The layup missed. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half court.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Off target from three-point range. And the Grizzlies with possession. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
Paul against MP. Paul outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the three-pointer by MP. Jackson down low. He's against Reed. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Alexander Walker's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Timberwolves. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson setting the pick here for Paul. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Timberwolves.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Jackson. Back to Paul. Puts the move on. Good defense by MP. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Pippen, following the 3 by Minnesota. Over to the wing. Here's Aldama. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from MP. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Out left to the wing. Aldama finds Jackson. Shoots a fader. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The 3 from MP. Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play 2 bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
Now, here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. 4 on the clock. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. MP's got 53.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Aldama passes to Huff. Here's Paul. They can't stop the run with that one.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Reed misses. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Aldama inside. McDaniels defending. Here's Paul. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Pass to MP. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Paul passes to Huff. Ball's knocked loose. MP against Paul. Again, the miss by Paul. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
MP against Paul. Over MP on the mark with the 15-footer. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
You know Paul is looking for these shots, and as the defender, you have to be anticipating this.
Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Jackson driving to the basket. There it is, only a second basket. He's missed 8. That's a sad 20%. Now MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. Here's Reed. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Timberwolves ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been all MP in the first half. A lot to like from him.
The biggest reason they're up, MP. He's on a mission, doing just about everything. This team really leans on him.
I was on a few teams that leaned on me. Big responsibility, but MP looks good so far.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
No doubt these guys can shoot the lights out, but I've got an idea. Let me stand right in front of the rim. Let's see how many they make in a row.
Adding obstacles to the course. I like it. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
The Timberwolves shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Gobert. And it's MP in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And here's Morant. Following the three-pointer by MP. Wells kicks to Bane. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Lobbed up there for Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And so, MV will bring it up for Minnesota. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And a wide-open look for Bane. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And here's MP for 3. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's Edey, still without a basket. Morant with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the shot goes in. 15 points for Jaden McDaniel.
Things are on point for McDaniels offensively, and his team doing a good job supporting his work.
In the corner, it's Bane. To the middle. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bane. Morant's got 11.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Bane, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8. Edwards passes to MP. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Bane. Down low. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, Bane has really good passing instincts. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
Outside Edwards. Back to MP. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. The shot by Wells, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Payne for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Pass to Edey. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Bane with the steal. Fast break Memphis. Morant with a wide open look. And that time, also a missed shot. Minnesota's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. The three from MP. Hits it again. Wow.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
To the paint. Edey gets the bucket.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
And here is MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Edwards' shot is good.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his deep.
Always, coach. All right, get in there.
Ah. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. Bane passes to Wells. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
So the Grizzlies 5, right? Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Randall surveying the D. MP outside. And again for 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, DA. What a shooting performance. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
Michelle. Now that you've played against this year's top rookies, where do you stack up?
We've all got a long ways to go before we reach our full potential. But I feel like I'm trending in the right direction. you know? Those players that you're talking about, excellent players for sure. But,
Sure, but aren't you the most excellent player?
well, you said it, not me. But, you know, what I will say is we've had a lot of success against these guys. And as long as I'm winning, I'm good.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
I got a good one.
I didn't even know rookies could score like this.
People are going to love how you responded to that.
Great win tonight, MP. They call this place the phone booth. So dial up a dummy. Hey, MP.
Everybody for themselves, and I'm not going to I know.
Well, let's bring him in and
MP.
see what he's about. Okay.
Don't tell me y'all having a party without me.
MP.
What's going on?
Thank you both. We'll talk soon. Second half of the season's coming up. We want to finish strong.
Right? Every moment matters. We need to be laser focused on our goals 24/7.
I'm right there with you, Coach.
Yeah, well, we all know what we're striving for as a team at this point, but we want to continue pushing you to develop your game as an individual.
Exactly. No matter how good you are, you can always be better.
I'm with it. So what are we going to do? We're going to choose another personal goal like we did first half?
That's right. Why don't you show them the list, Coach?
Yeah, pick a goal and we'll get to work.
I want to focus on beating our rivals.
Why is that?
Well, as you know, in the NBA, there's not a lot of difference between the best team and the worst team, but motivation, it can take you a long way. When you're going up against your rival, you got everybody rowing in the same direction. And in my experience, that type of camaraderie right there, that'll pay off big time when it comes to the playoffs.
Everyone in this building works harder, smarter, and more efficiently when we are taking care of business against our rivals.
Agreed.
This is an emotional game, and an emotional boost like that can go a long way.
You sure you don't want to focus on rebounding?
Coach Tucker doesn't like talking about his emotions.
It's not my favorite subject. But I understand the appeal of taking down a hated foe. If that's what you want to do, we'll help you get there.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
MP.
I'm just hoping to get through this game as quickly as possible. It's
Oh,
my
yeah?
least favorite assignment of the season.
You hate those guys?
Not particularly, but it's their PR director that I hate.
What's up? Is that a, like, professional rivalry sort of thing, or what?
No. We used to date.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, girl, you know I got you.
That's nice. Thanks, MP. But don't do anything you wouldn't normally do. I don't want to be the reason you play out of character.
Don't worry about it. I got this. And this time it's personal.
Game time. Let's get it, MP. Get after it, MP.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Julius Randle.
And all of a sudden, his three ball has left him. It's been a rough stretch for him the past 5 games. His percentage from downtown isn't near what it once was, but he's not going to give up. He'll try to get it going here today.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's MP in at the 1. And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
I just love MP's competitiveness. Some people feel like rivalries aren't as important anymore, but he's gone the other route. He's looking to motivate his teammates any way he can. And that's why he's declared war on the opponents they have the most history with.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey, Brian, as we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players, everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Yeah, good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Count it. Good.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And here's MP for yet another bucket.
And his remarkable rookie campaign reaching a new milestone in terms of production. He's now #2 all-time for points scored in a rookie season.
Well, he's sharing elite company, and you have to wonder how many more outstanding achievements lie in front of him. He's a lot of fun to watch. Pass to McDaniels. MP outside. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Butler. Curry with it. The crossover. Pass to Jackson Davis. Stolen by MP. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now Curry. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Here he goes. He can't get that one to fall.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Warriors trail by 10. Butler into the lane. And again, no good by Golden State.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, got that one up quick. MP's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, serious range from MP. I wasn't sure he had that in his bag.
Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
And as we start up the new year, here's a glimpse at the new power rankings. You look at San Antonio, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
When I look at Minnesota, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Now here's Curry. No points yet. And the Warriors miss again.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Edwards, that's good.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Here's Peyton. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Pajemski. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Butler. To halt the run.
Early on, they haven't shot it well from deep.
Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Tries it from 19. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Warriors trail by 18. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Up top, Pajemski. Pass to Butler. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And if they can keep that same physicality, you have to think they'll be in a good position to grab another win here.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Here we are in the middle of the season. Let's see where the Western Conference standings sit. You look at the Timberwolves. They're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And checking out the Warriors, currently a ways below.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He drops it from range. MP's got 15.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Pajemski. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Floats one up. And he lays it up and in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
MP with it. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. For 3, Randall. Pajemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. And how about Brandon Pajemski, Richard? When he's given the minutes, he can stuff the stat sheet.
Yeah, even when it comes to his rebounding, B.A., that's the result of great heart, great hustle, and great timing. His teammates feed off his energy.
Now here's Curry. Still no points. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
And that one drops.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Outside Pajemski. Jackson Davis a screen from the arc. Pajemski's shot is good. 7 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Curry against MP. Outside Payton. Outside Butler. And Gobert with a block.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Four on the clock. Butler can't get it to go.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points for him in his last game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Moody. With some arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
MP's gotten all 6 of his shots to drop. Perfect from the floor. And here's Jackson Davis. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. They need this. And it's MP with a rebound. Payton against Edwards. Pass to Randall. MP outside. Jacks up a three. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by MP. Edwards has got 15.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside Payton. Over Edwards. Payton, no good. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Pajemski into the lane. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
A nice shot by MP.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
Pass to Butler. A minute 37 left in the first quarter. And no good. Good work defensively by Randall. MP looking around. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Payton. And he lobs it up top.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. Now here's MP. 24 points for him. Outside Edwards. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Outside Butler. Back to Pajemski. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. He gets it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
They've got Rudy Gobert, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with MP. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Now here's Hield. He had 16 in the win against Toronto. Curry against MP. Curry passes to Moody. Hield up top. Just 4 to shoot. No good with the triple. And here's Minnesota now. Next up, the Knicks in New York. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Hield. No made baskets yet. Down low. Here's post. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
McDaniels from long range. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Up top, Curry, covered by MP. Healed on the wing. No one near him. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Back to MP. 4-3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards was outstanding. He added 61 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Curry. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. They set the pick. Hield from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hield's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Now MP. Give him 30. Outside Reed. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Minnesota.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
Curry surveys. Pass to post. Now here's Hield. Moody on the wing. Offensive rebound. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Now Reed. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Reed's got 7 points in the game.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And so MP will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls. Just great decision-making from him.
The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Hield passes to Moody. Now Curry, covered by MP. Now Hield. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple. Hield's got 6 here in the quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
Off target with the 3.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from 3-point land. MP's got 33.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to post. Lets it go from deep. Kuminga's shot is off. Here's MP. 33 points for him. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now Reed. And here's MP from outside. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his 3-point shot tonight.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting just 27% in the second quarter. Hield from outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Minnesota shooting their first free throw tonight. Conley's checked in for McDaniels. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
From deep, MP. He buries it from three. MP's got 39.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Podziemski. They can't stop the run with that one.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
From deep, Conley. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Payton. Pass to Butler. The three ball. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. From the wing. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Now here's Podziemski. Not a lot of room. Curry with it. Now guarded by MP. Podziemski into the lane. The shot no good. Minnesota with the ball. MP outside. Let's go with a three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
If MP buries those catch and shoot chances, he'll have a very long career in this league.
Curry against Conley. And that's good. Stephen Curry for three. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
Reed against Butler. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. And then Monday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics.
And for their matchup with the Bulls, that's where you have to bring your A-plus effort, especially when you know you're going to be facing a more talented team.
Julius Randle's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis a screen. Here's Payton. Reed with the rebound. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Edwards, a pass to Randle. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randle, he usually gets the best of it.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Moody on the wing. DiVincenzo covering. Randle against Butler. And he makes it on the layup.
Putting his body to work in the paint. Butler using his athletic skills to get it done.
And so Randle will bring it up for Minnesota. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenge.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Timberwolves. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for Golden State.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. And moving on to some awards, these are the two players of the week in their respective conferences. In the Western Conference, MP.
Of course you've got MP. Does everything asked of him at a high level, Shaq. I mean, partly because he makes great adjustments on the fly.
Yeah, he gets it done in so many ways, and it reminds me a little bit of guess who? I'm not going to say.
Kenny?
Nope.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And for the Warriors, they're shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Gary Payton II is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. Randall outside. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Randall's got 10.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Outside Butler, back to Curry. Six to shoot, lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniel's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Edwards for 3. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Outside Pajemski. There's the drive, and he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
MP with it. He's got 44. Randall outside. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Outside Pajemski. And there's the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Gobert with a screen on Curry. MP, the pass to Gobert. MP with it from outside the arc. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Curry against MP. Outside Pajemski. Elbow shot. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. A deep 3 from MP. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, Fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles. Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
Outside Butler. Outside Payton. Curry finds some space. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Curry's got his second basket on the night.
He has the fastest shot in the game of basketball. Curry's release is so quick that the D can't afford to lay off him at all.
And here's MP from outside. Rebounded by Butler. And for the Warriors, they're shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Now here's Pajemski, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Jackson Davis. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. From deep, MP. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. And for the Warriors, they're shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Randall with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Edwards. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his third assist of the night.
No hesitation on the break. That's been an advantage for them.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Pajemski. Pulls up. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Edwards for 3. Connects from downtown. Edwards got 30 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Butler taking his time here. Here's Curry. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. On up the court. Outside for Randall. Launches a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Again. I mean, just weak fast break defense.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And it's MP with a rebound.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Gobert no good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. And again, no good by Golden State.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert finds MP. Fires the 3. On target from range. MP's got 53 points.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Curry. Over MP. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Making use of the in-between area. Curry's ability to break defenses down opens up these shots.
Outside Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Edwards got 10 points here in the second half.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Curry, no good. And here's Edwards. 32 points in the game for him. Randall, the pass to MP. Fires the 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
MP against Curry. Over MP. That won't go either for Curry. And so it's Minnesota with it. Pass to Randall. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Well, I don't know what coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Curry passes to Payton. Now Butler. And the Warriors miss again.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Randall, good.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
Now here's Podziemski, tightly guarded, outside Curry. Butler on the wing, checked by Randall. Jackson Davis a screen, and here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's MP, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Outside Payton. Inside. Here's Curry. Good D by MP.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yet another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Outside Butler. Outside Podziemski. Outside Butler. Off target from outside.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And over the years, Randall has stepped up his role, an assertive scorer and a natural leader.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Mike Conley is subbed in for McDaniels. And he's good on the second.
Certain guys can remake their games to fit the times. Randall's worked on his right hand and his jump shooting. He's a much more versatile threat now at the offensive end.
Pass to Hield. Sinks the tray. Hield's got 9.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
MP outside. Beyond the arc. And got it. Another basket.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Hield passes to Moody. Outside Kuminga. Hield on the wing. And he throws it down with one hand.
As a larger guard, Hield can get up with the big boys.
Conley looking for an opening. The shake. Driving inside. And that's 2 points on the layup. Conley's got his second basket of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Butler. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career.
Winning time, kid. Get in there.
That's what's up, coach.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Good game, MP. It's official. MP with one of the best rookie seasons ever. Yeah, MP.
Thanks so much, MP. I needed this one bad.
Not even Shaq could dominate a game on offense like that. NYC, baby. The stars are out. Say what's up to Spike for me.